All right, we're live. Let me know once we get some folks on here.
How do you like my jam-packed room?
That's like the ultimate hunting cave right there.
It's small, but it is a cave. I love it.
No, that's awesome. I see you and I were already talking about it, but I see the block M back there.
Oh well, that's go blue right there. That's when we went to the game last weekend.
Right?
So yeah, heck yeah.
Then you got the traditional archery in the back, and I see some wreck broadheads and buck baits, JPO back there, I think.
Yep, I got rec broadheads right here. Buck baits, JPO, duck call, but that ain't him. But no, I ran out of deer camp coffee. I got to get some more of that, or otherwise I'd had that here too. But this is
Right.
this is for the season that's coming up. We have other partners, obviously, but that's for deer hunting.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Now we're still waiting. We'll wait a little bit longer, and then we'll just get going.
Yep, absolutely. I got to take a sip of this water.
Oh yeah, I got mine. I got mine sitting here. I get going and gets dry. You guys got any fall color down there yet?
Yeah, actually, I almost took pictures on campus, but you know, we got maple trees that are falling. We got other all the walnut. Not really a lot of walnut trees out there because I don't like them because they're acidic, but those are dropping. And I don't know the name of the other tree, but today was a debacle because it rained and it was everywhere. But it's changing quick, and now we're gonna have a heat wave. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah.
80 degrees on Sunday and Monday.
Yep. That's how I was gonna lead off. Let's get started.
Let's
So
go.
opening day Sunday, 80 degrees down by you, huh?
I'm not worried about it. 80 degrees. What do the deer still need to do?
Everything. Live.
They got to eat. They got to drink. They got they bet they're making their summer movements, which is I think I took Monday off because Chad and I did because I think the first 2 3 days is very crucial in your hunting with all the pictures of bucks that we've gotten on camera. You've seen them, and I believe those first 3 days are very crucial. And it is a red moon again, so we got some moons coming up. If you follow DeerCast or Red Moon, there's you got to hunt near the bedding and stuff, and we're putting ourselves right in there. And the oak crops are incredible.
Yeah.
So, and I do have a creek line that I'm hunting on, and they're going to stop and get the water. They're going to come from feeding, the bedding, to oaks. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. The acorns, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know about down by you, but they are like overloaded this year.
Oh, it's bad down here too, but where we're hunting, when I was scouting a month ago, there's an oak ridge that already pretty much dropped all their acorns. But there's a couple trees around my tree stand that already have a tree stand up. And Chad and I went to another spot, and there's 3 great big matriarch trees, great big ones, and they were bombing us. And I'm like, holy crap, they're going to be loaded. And those are the ones you want to be around. White oaks, pin oak, white oak, they're going to kill them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, every time I've been out in the woods, it sounds like the woods is just crashing right now.
Yep.
Just so many acorns coming down. So that'll be good, especially late October, early November.
Yep.
Especially probably down by you when those crops really start coming down and the food gets a little more scarce.
That's another thing. What's weird down here, because of that dry spell we had, the fields that we hunt, most of them are still really green, which I like because that makes it prolongs at least until almost November before they start picking them. So I'm going to have a full month that the beans are still not ready to go. So the deer are just going to be smashing them. And acorns, they're going to go for a couple more weeks down here, and they're probably going to be just about done. I usually right about when we're on deer camp, actually. So, and if you could find one single tree that's still dropping or was a late bloomer, then you're golden. But I'm looking at the crops this year. We're gold. Chad and I do have some private that we hunt, and that field is waist high beans, green.
Wow.
I know, it's amazing. It's like, well, we got this set up perfectly.
Dang.
And you got
Hey, if anybody that's joining on, let us know where you're watching us from and where you'll be hunting come Sunday morning. So I will not be hunting. I will be at work. Yet again, I'm missing another opener. So boo that. But I actually won't get out until we go to deer camp, which will be a week from tomorrow, and then we're gonna hit up the Muskegon area. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I don't know about you, but you, myself, a couple other guys on the team, we're very familiar with public land hunting.
Yep.
Especially up where you're at. You have property, but you've done some homework there. But public land hunting has been my forte for 30 years. And I love going to new places. So this is going to be fun. And you, myself, and Dennis, I think, are doing the whole week. And obviously, it's going to take a couple days to go mess around and just get the feel for it and see what's up and get acclimated. And then, it's game time. We're going to have fun. We're going to be successful. I guarantee it. I can't wait. What do you think?
Hey, look at last year deer camp. We came up, and the first night we had a deer on the ground.
Well, yeah, you're right. Somebody just kicked in there.
Yep. Nighthawk 316 is going to be in Michigan hunting the Grayling area. I've hunted the Grayling area several times.
That's all I do.
I've got family down there, and me and my brother-in-law, we like to get together and hunt in that Grayling, that Crawford County area. So it's tough hunting there, but there's some nice bucks out there too.
Oh,
good luck to you, Nighthawk. I wish I knew your real name, but Nighthawk will work.
That's cool. Actually, Nighthawk. Well, wasn't there a show? No, that was Blue Thunder or whatever. But no, I loved hunting the North Woods. Used to hunt Gaylord a lot with my grandpa and my dad, and then Roscommon. It kind of came back down. But I love that country. So different hunting up there too.
Yeah. Especially down there by Grayling, it's just got a different feel to it. It really does.
Yep. And then when you do the clear cuts and you find them hot oaks, or like we did, like last year on the first day, we ended up getting a deer, and it was Scout found where it was a clear cut. Actually, they had just cleaned that out, and it was low and lots of green underneath, and we could tell by the deer poo, and we were like, dude, they're all over in here, and it just worked out perfect.
Yeah, that was you can ask for anything better there. That was awesome. Then we ended up taking a second deer a few days later. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, we did it last year going into a whole new area, with really no pre-scouting or anything like that. So this year we'll be going down to Muskegon. And I'm not gonna lie, I've already been looking at Onyx, and I've been doing some scouting that way just to get some idea of the lay of the land and what kind of river, or I know there's a river and some creeks that cut through there, and I think there's some other wet areas too. So we got an idea.
Oh, we talked, and I looked at Onyx, and there's pitch points in there, funnels, places they have to move around. It looks like there's some ridges in there where they come down off those and go to the pitch points, and with that river there, that's crucial, because I do that here with the Maple River, and you just, those deer have to do stuff. They're gonna take an easier route. So if they can, if they're not pressured, so we will get it done. And like I say, I've been doing my homework too, and I think just a couple days, man. That's why I did the whole 10 days. So I wasn't going to do it. And I thought, we're going to get one or two deer down here. We're going to do it.
Right. So,
and Austin's familiar with it. So, he killed that big one last year. I think it was adjacent to it though on private property, but there's some big ones over there. So, yeah.
Yeah, we see a lot of good bucks come out of that area. So
Oh, yeah.
hopefully we can get our hands on one too. Nighthawk chimed in here again. Lots of state land, not many hunters, it seems, in this area. Gun season, though, it gets busy and it's frustrated a couple days and then it gets pretty quiet. I can attest to that. So actually, I want to say it was 2019 or 2020. We went out and scouted. This was down in Grayling. We're actually by the military land. And I remember it was really foggy. And so I go up my tree stand and I'm on top of a ridge and I'm overlooking the swale. And all of a sudden I hear this deer grunt and I'm like, what is that? And I look over and there's a guy, like literally like 4 trees overlooking the other side of the hill. So he didn't know I was there either because it was really foggy, but he finally saw I was there and my stand had been there. His was not there. I knew that for a fact, but he saw me and he felt bad and he got down and hunted somewhere else after, a couple hours. And but I did have a nice buck come out that morning, but he was a little shy, I think. So he come out, poked his head out and whoop, skirted right back in there. So I know exactly what you mean. It gets pretty busy up there gun season. Grayling's a popular area, so
Huh. Come down here to Clayton County.
right.
You want? I'm very fortunate that my best friend Chad, when I fell on my tree stand
Mhm.
and broke everything up, busted up, he said, "You're not going without a deer." He bought me a crossbow that year. He freaking bought me a crossbow. I
Wow.
ended up getting one. Ended up getting 2 deer on opening day. Dropped 2 doe of gun season, and then December 20. Well, it was Christmas Eve. With the crossbow, I killed another one, and I filled all 4 of my tags. Even that year, I busted up. But I'm
Wow.
very disappointed, very, very fortunate that we have that private for gun, because up here on public,
Oh.
it gets a little crazy,
Oh
and I
yeah.
don't want to deal with
Yeah.
that. So that's why you see the bows, you see them all over behind me. I don't have them up. I got all kinds of them up in the air there too, but it's bow hunt, man. It's time.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember hunting public land down there in Lapeer for gun
Yep.
season, and oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it's
Same
a
thing.
debacle.
Yep.
Yep. So that's actually why we started going north, was just to get away from the people.
Yep.
So yeah,
And,
it's like a pumpkin patch moving through the woods down there in Lapeer, just people everywhere.
and the state land up north, if I'm correct, is more vast, bigger
Yeah.
properties. I
Oh
believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you don't, down here you have less acreage and you're doing more cities and stuff. So you've got people coming in and pressuring the heck out of them. So
Right.
there's deer everywhere. Obviously,
Yep.
we know this. I mean, there's deer everywhere. Turkey hunting, you've seen them. They're everywhere. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just, I always say, the way I look at it when I'm hunting public land, I'll hunt the other hunter.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Nope.
And if I was to view this up, you'd see all the buck racks here, and I got one couple in front of me. But it's because I hunt a plethora of different lands. I'm not just hunting one property. I'm hunting miles over here, miles over here. I got Rose Lake, I got Sleepy Hollow, I got Maple River, public, private. I'm hunting different herds, so that's why I'm as successful like I am, because I can
Mhm.
bounce around
Yeah.
from everywhere. So
You're not applying too much pressure to any specific areas.
don't want to do that, especially when you're public landowner. You can't do it. You just can't.
Right. Yeah.
Nope.
So Ray, talk about your setup this year. What kind of setup do you go with for bow hunting? Tree
Well,
stand, are you a climber, mobile, ladder
I
stand?
use I just recently went mobile 2 years ago. The reason is because I'm a public land hunter. Going out and setting up 10 tree stands in different areas as I get older, it ain't gonna work. But I also know, as a mobile hunter, I can go any given day. When I think about, I want to go to Sleepy Hollow, or I want to go to Rose Lake, I can go. And I have a Beast tree stand. You've seen it. The Beast sticks. I can get in about any tree I want to get into. It's light. And it's proven to me the last couple of years, well worth the money. I mean, they're expensive, but I did use we got all that money from COVID and all that. So fortunately for that, I bought that stuff. Then I couldn't be happier with it, but mobile hunting for public land is the only way to go. Now, my public lands or my private land, I already have a couple stands up because they don't get messed with. Number one, nobody's going to mess with those tree stands. Okay. That's another thing you had to worry about on public. It'd be stolen, or it just, if somebody comes in and is a mobile land hunter, here's my tree stand and they're right there. So now I'm mobile. If I walk up, the guy's shining me with a light, I got to go either back out or go to another, whatever. So that's why I am a mobile land hunter or mobile hunter. So you just recently decided to, well, you've always been a mobile hunter, but talk about your setup.
Yeah. So just real quick, we got a few folks on. If you guys chime in too, this isn't a two-way conversation. You guys let us know what your hunting setup is this year, what you're using and why you like it so much. But so yeah, I just joined the mobile game, and let me turn the camera here. I don't know if you can see this very well.
Nice.
I don't have the beast gear, which Ray's stuff is really nice, let me tell you. So I wanted to go a little bit more of an opening price point. I didn't want to dump a whole lot of money into it because I want to make sure that I like it. This is going to fit my style and all that before I really go out and make a big investment in it. But this is the XOP Air Raid Evolution, and then I got the two-step XOP sticks. So there's 4 sticks here, and I did my homework and I ended up getting the transport system too, so I can just strap this right on. It really takes a lot of the load off. This stand, this complete setup is about 20 pounds. So I'm sure yours is a lot lighter, Ray, but all this together is about 20 pounds. I think I'm gonna throw my backpack on the seat here, probably bungee it in, which will add some more weight to it because I might have camera gear and all that fun stuff also. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna try. So if anybody out there is looking to maybe they want to get into it and you kind of have the same thought as me, I'll try to update you guys throughout the season on my thoughts, how it's working for me. I'll try to do some video of some do's and don'ts because I know I'm going to learn a lot along the way. I know you have, Ray. You've been a huge help to me, just kind of getting me some general ideas on what I need to be looking at, what I need to be doing. So I am excited.
There's a trick to it.
Yep.
There's definitely a trick to it, and there's a lot of YouTube people out there that can show you a lot of stuff. That's how I live on YouTube. But my stand with my sticks, 12 pounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I paid the price for it. But it's really good for a guy about 180 to 200 pounds. I fit the bill, 185, 190. Mm-hmm. I think you're right about that.
Yep.
But when you add a pack and all your stuff, you're getting up there. But that all comes off. That's not all on your stand weight, when you're up there in the tree. So
right.
That's one of the reasons why I went with Beast stand. XOP, beautiful. Lone Wolf, same. Awesome tree stands. They're all awesome tree stands. And now they got all kinds of. It's mobile. Well, people go with the saddles now.
Yep.
I just don't like dangling off a tree. I can't do it. I tried it. Chad does it. And he loves it. He freaking loves it. And you know what? He ain't got nothing on him. And when we go together, he's always like, "Can you bring your bee stand or sticks?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because he knows the bee stick. When I put them down, when I set them in a tree, they don't move. But
they're not moving.
No,
right?
And it is what it is. But you're gonna love it once you get the hang of it. And I mean, we have to we're going to public land for our deer camp. Mobile hunt. You're not going to be able to take a big ladder stand. When you put a ladder stand there, you're hunting that every day.
Yep.
You can't do that. You have to move around. I did it for years, and no wonder I've been successful. But dang, if I would have thought about mobile hunting, excuse me, I keep saying mobile hunting 20 years ago, I would have been way more successful. But
Right.
live it in.
Yeah, we kind of talked about before we came on here, so in that particular situation, whether it's ladder stands or like I was telling you, I have, old River's Edge tree stand, and then I got the 4-piece climbing sticks that you got to put together and hoist
Big,
up on
long,
the tree. And
terrible.
it's just not conducive to moving around. I mean, that's a lot of work. And then when you get in deer season, that's the last thing you want to do is be taking all that stuff down and clanging through the woods and resetting it up. So, and I kind of screwed my own deer season over last year by not moving around. Now, I did have a climber stand, but we were kind of talking about that too. You got to have just the right tree for a climber stand. So, doing my research, talking with you and talking with some other folks that do the mobile, tree stand setup, I'm like, I'm going to give it a shot. It's going to open up a whole new world. I'll be able to go to where the deer are instead of hope that they can come to me because this is the only spot I can get a stand or something like that. So,
Biggest thing is I've learned when you're mobile hunting, take your time. Oh, we got another one on here.
we got Bill.
What's up, Bill?
Can you hear us, Bill? Bill?
Cheers, Bill.
I don't know. I think Bill's frozen.
Well, he'll figure it out.
So everybody, that's Bill.
What's
We're
going
gonna
on,
point
guys?
fingers at here. He
Turn
must
your
not have
phone,
good
Bill.
cell service.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah, his service sucks.
My service is
Bill,
terrible.
where are you at? What you doing, buddy?
I actually am just getting home from doing a little work, and I got some Hawk Helium steps in today. But I have
Nice.
so I can't wait to play with those guys tomorrow.
Nice.
Well,
Which
that's
one
perfect.
you get? Bill, which ones you get? What was the size of yours?
I got the 30-inch, the
Oh.
30-inch Helium 3-pack.
Okay, them are the big one, but that's cool because then you can kind of space them. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, cool.
Kind of figure. I've got that hunt for Shiawassee Flats beginning of December, so I figured that'll help with being mobile. And I ordered some straps that Tim sent me, those little J hooks for hooking onto the tree stand. So
Yeah.
I'm starting to build an elite little setup. Nothing like the old Ray Dancer setup, but I'm working.
Hey, I'm a little ahead of the ball game.
Ray's inspirational. Look what you started, Ray.
I mean-
It's all mobile.
You guys will thank me when you get used to it. Trust me.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
The only thing I'm going back and forth, I'm really looking at those XOP hang-ons. I really like the idea, but I've got 4 hang-ons now, but they're all so heavy. So now you got to rotate the old in with the new, and now, what's another 2 more hang-ons?
But another thing is about this mobile equipment.
Mhm.
These tree stands, when you get up there, I was trying to do a video the other day, it didn't work out, but you tow hook them.
Okay.
You tow hook them in. That way they grab into the tree, and Lone Wolf probably has one of the best tow hookers. That sucker goes into the tree, it don't move. Mine's pretty damn good, but that part of that stand is one downfall. But my sticks, they don't move, man. They got that antler bracket, they call it. That thing sticks in there, and I can go the antler brackets because it has 1, 2, 3 on one side, 1, 2, 3. I can move it if I have to be on an angle like this. I literally can set that thing and it digs in like a buck rubbing antlers on a tree. It's crazy.
Huh?
What was that?
You're still locking really well.
It's
a little.
I do it a couple times. I have to poop, poop, poop and get her in, but once it's locked in, it don't move.
See, I look forward. I'm going to play with mine tomorrow and just just get an idea and start playing with them, see how well they grab. And
What you do is you put your knee on your seat. You can't see me, but your knee and your other foot, you go whoop whoop like this, and that sucker will go whoop, and it'll inch down into that tree, and it don't move. It don't move. But mine, the thing I don't like about the B stand, and I'm not dogging the B stand. I love the B stand because I'm not going anywhere else with it. It doesn't really have daggers in that part. You know what I mean? It really dig into the tree, but it works. But there are the Lone Wolf. That's Lone Wolf started this whole deal, you know, and they have a system, man. But I ain't changing mine. I love my stand. It works great for me. And like I say, 190 pounds. It's perfect.
Have you got to play with yours yet, Tim?
Tim?
What's that, Bill?
Have you got to play with your new setup yet?
Yeah.
He said, have you had a chance to play with your new setup? We're losing him. We lost him. Hey, Tim, it ain't us. Hey, nice shirt, by the way, Bill. Uh-huh.
You back, Tim?
Huntworth.
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Excuse me for 1 second. We'll see you in a minute, boys.
So have you
So, Bill,
what was that, Tim?
Now I was going to tell you, so if you're looking at stands, check out the XOP. I think it's called Cold World.
Okay.
It's lower in price and it's 7.5 pounds.
Okay. See, that's I'm starting.
So it's pretty light.
Lightweight, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Say that again, Bill.
Have you taken yours out and got to play with yours in the yard yet?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm going to go out tomorrow and try to fine tune some things also. There it is right there.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Hope I didn't scare you. You see that? You see that right there? That's what tow hooks into the tree. This is my beast tree stand. One finger. But right here, the only thing I don't like, they don't really dig into the tree. That's the base of your tree stand.
Yeah.
But overall, it's pretty awesome. Not to mention this bracket right here, they call it the antler bracket. I can hook into a tree with that outer one, or the second one, third one, or in the center. So if the tree can be bent like this, and I can hook with that one, and the tree stands straight. One of the reasons why I went with that tree stand. The other one is because the sticks. They're like, you guys have felt them, but that bracket, there's that antler bracket again. When you tow hook them in there, or not tow hook these, you just set them in, they don't move. And, I built these on my own. I don't use the straps. I made these. I YouTubed them, and I can go around big trees, but I don't recommend the straps because they just get old quick and they slip.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll learn that. You both learn that. I'll make you some.
Well, hey guys, let's jump topics now. So 1 year into the reporting, the mandatory reporting through the app, I can't really speak on it because I didn't get a chance to use it. But what do you guys think? Let's talk about ease of use. How was the app to report a deer? Did you guys find it pretty smooth, pretty easy to use, or what's your thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Bill.
I mean, I found it, it was user friendly. Generally step by step, follow this, follow that, enter this. It seemed, but granted, I'm used to smartphones and, so as far as the older generation, I'm not sure. As far as people my age, I don't think I've heard of anybody having any issues with it. It seems everything's pretty straightforward and, it's simple. It took maybe a minute, as long as you got decent cell phone service. I didn't think it was bad at all.
they make it easy because now your tag has a little thing that your phone can read.
Yep.
And it sends you right to it as long as you got service. And you just go right in there, bam, punch your tag in, your unit, this and that, bam. It takes it. It's very easy. But like Bill said, the older than us generation, now, they're not used to cell phones and all this, crazy stuff. Heck, I had a hard time with it till about the last few years, but it has made it very easy and very quick to do. Boom, you're done. You have like 72 hours to do it anyways. I believe that's what it is. You don't have to do it right away. So as long as your deer tag, take it out, go home, and you figure it out. You know what I mean? But it's not that difficult. I don't mind it at all because Michigan State it's all about emails and doing that kind of stuff. So I've had to learn. So it's not that bad on my end.
Right. So I guess let's go with the second part of that question. Do you guys think it's effective? Do you think that the DNR is gathering the information and that stuff that they want out of it? Because let's be real, if you shot a deer and don't report it, how are they going to know? And there was a lot of resistance to it last year. My personal opinion, I think it can be a very useful tool, and I'm all about it. I'd like to see our deer herd managed a lot better. And if this helps them gather more information, then, I'm going to do my part. But I do know of some folks that, probably shot deer and didn't report it. So, how accurate are the numbers going to be? What do you think on that, Ray?
Well, yes, I'm not, here's the deal. I process a lot of my own deer, and I could easily, and I'm not calling myself out or anything. And anyway, I'm pretty damn legal. I don't want to get in trouble, but I process my own deer. Who is ever going to know if I don't, do that? It's still, I don't think you'll ever know the truth. It's about integrity and honesty in the person doing the job. Okay. So me, I ain't in trouble. I'm doing my due diligence with that. So, I don't know. What do you do? I mean,
Right.
I personally like to go to the DNR stations because I'm a little older and I liked getting my deer checked and, getting a patch and all this. And now I hardly ever can get a patch anymore. And that's a pain in the butt because I have 1,000 of them. Well, hundreds of them. And I haven't had any in the last 4 or 5 years. And that sucks because I have a good collection. But you can
Right.
buy them all online now, which sucks. But anyways, to that note, I don't think that you'll ever get honest count. I don't.
Right.
You
Bill,
won't.
what do you think? Do you think they're getting, ballpark numbers, or how do you think that went? What was your kind of feel on it last year?
Well, it was a lot. There was a lot of resistance. There really was, and especially like a lot of the small towns out by me. It was people. I guess people's biggest issue was, why does the government need to know that I shot a deer with a tag that I had purchased? And I wholeheartedly understand that. I, for one, I reported mine. I like the data. I really don't want to start a debate here, but did you guys happen to look into the buck to doe ratios?
Yeah.
The amount of does that were taken and the amount of bucks that were taken per counties, I thought that was just unbelievable.
Yep.
And now we've got the government, the state of Michigan asking, to shoot more does. But I drive around out here and I mean, you see does like crazy. It's the buck to doe ratio anymore is just incredibly off. And I've always been a big supporter of let's shoot does. Everybody likes shooting a big buck, but man, I like eating does. They taste good and they're fun to shoot.
They're smart.
Right. Right. So that's funny that you brought that up, Bill, because I was going to segue into that too, about Chad Stewart, his open letter to Michigan hunters about shooting more does.
Yep.
So I know now I've hunted down by Ray. there's so many does down there. It's unreal. And Bill, I've heard you talk and we've seen videos come from you of just 80 deer in the field, and they're probably, 70 of them are does.
Exactly.
Bill, are you in Genesee County?
No, sir. I am in Saginaw County.
Okay, but Saginaw, Genesee, right? They're next to each other?
Saginaw, Gratiot.
Gratiot County, my bad.
Those are the
So
two counties.
you're in where I'm hunting that whole line, and it's a plethora. It's doe galore.
It's, and like, we've all been up to the cabin, and
Yep.
you go up, we see some deer, and it was always fun because you could go up there, you'd see 3 or 4 does, you might see 2 bucks.
Yep.
You can come home and, go out of the woods, you'll see 5 deer in a night, and 40 of them will, 44 of them will be does.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unreal. And then the amount of, my biggest thing with the whole deer reporting was I just couldn't believe the doe to buck ratio.
Mm-hmm.
It was just blown out, and I don't know. I love shooting does, and now, like you said, they're asking everybody to start harvesting more does, and I'm a huge supporter in that.
10 of them. We can kill 10 of them.
Yeah. So I kind of have mixed feelings on the, me being up here, especially after hunting down by Ray's. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten, because I'm originally from the Thumb, and I've forgotten what a good deer number looks like, a good deer herd. And I'll tell you what, you come up here, man, and it's like, I don't know. I would like to see more deer, and maybe it's just where I'm hunting at or whatever, but after seeing what Ray's got, and then thinking to the past, when I did hunt Lapeer, the deer numbers are just through the roof down there. We're up here, I don't know if I'm crazy about the idea of someone potentially shooting up to 10 doe, when our numbers are a lot more sparse up this way. And that universal doe permit kind of got some mixed feelings on it. I think my opinion, I think you could take the rifle line, so to speak,
Mhm.
and maybe south of there, you make it a universal doe permit. And maybe north of that line, you kind of go to a more managed, like it used to be, an application process. And especially with the numbers coming back out. And like you said, Bill, more bucks were shot than there were does.
Mhm.
I'd like to see a little more managed aspect up where I'm hunting. And I'm sure, maybe surrounding county people might agree with me, or the UP, they might feel the same way. We just want to see the deer herd flourish a little bit more, before we take that route of, letting everybody just have a free for all and just whack them and stack them.
Well, and like we're Ray, down here by Ray and I am fully supportive of it because there's just too many. But like you're saying, there's got to be some sort of border to say, all right, anything south of here, that's fine, shoot whatever you want, but you get, up to the cabin. There's the deer numbers there's nowhere near the numbers up there as down here. And there's got to be, I believe there's got to be some sort of line, that works with that management, because like you said, Tim, can you imagine if guys are up there shooting 10 does up by you?
Yeah. I wouldn't see deer for a while.
Exactly. No, whereas out here, every house in a 5-mile radius could shoot 5 does, 10 does a season, and there's still going to be 40 more out in the fields.
Yeah.
It's the numbers down here are just through the roof.
Okay. If I can get a second to touch on that base with the universal doe tag. As a guy that's in an area that can kill 10 to 1 buck, or 10 to 1 doe to a buck. Universal doe tag don't mean I want to go up north and kill a bunch of doe. That's me. Because I wouldn't do that, because I know the numbers suck up there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so killing does up there like that, you're hurting the herd. Okay. Down here, it's different, obviously, because I can kill 10 doe, and next year there's still 50 of them in the field.
Yep.
So as long as I can do it down here, I'm going to kill them. What I do like about the universal doe tag is, what if I go on a deer camp with you guys, 1 doe tag? I'm not talking 10, but I can use that universal tag to go to Muskegon. I can go to Onaway and go here. And if I don't kill a small buck, I get a doe. That I do like about the universal doe tag. Now, they need to quarter this stuff out. they need to go, like you guys are saying, below 21 and down, you can go crazy. Or
Go.
actually 57 down.
Yeah.
And kill a bunch of does. It's not gonna matter until they see a difference. But you go up north, universal, I don't care about. It's the number of tags you get up there. You know what I mean? Don't let somebody up in Wolverine get 10 doe. That makes no sense. That's stupid. Come down here with your universal tags and kill them. You know what I mean? So there's pros and cons to everything. I love the universal doe tag, but the numbers they need to adjust that, because I don't want Tim to. What if they kill that many does? You're never gonna see a deer.
Exactly.
You know, that's dumb. That's ridiculous. They need guys like us on DNR.
I don't know about that, Ray.
Well, anyways, that's my take on it.
Right. All right, so Bill, you kind of missed the beginning of the chat. What's your opening day plans? What are you looking at? It's going to be kind of a warm one, it sounds like.
It is probably 6 cosmic brownies, a big thermos of coffee, and then this thin Huntworth, man, because you're gonna have to have a thermosol too. But man, that Huntworth, man, it's nice, it's comfortable, and this stuff's thin, it's breathable. It's comfortable. Whereas years past, I mean, I remember you get all dressed up, go out there, it's 50 in the morning, and by 9 a.m. it's 65, and you're just out there. You're just not having a good time,
Yep.
Right on. All right, what other topics you guys want to cover? We're kind of going on 45 minutes here, so.
I don't know. I guess, the thing is, the weather's going to be we're going to have a little bit of a warm up. Don't think the deer aren't going to move, because they still are. Trust me, they will.
Yep.
And thank goodness for Huntworth, because like Bill said, they gave us so much clothing that we can adjust for weather-wise. Be patient, stick with it, and use your common sense. Be safe. I fell out of a tree stand a few years ago. I posted it on our page. It ain't no fun, and I could very well not be here, but I'm here, thankfully. And number one, safety. Take your time. Do due diligence. If you're hunting public land, keep it the way it is. Don't put trash out there. Do your thing. Go out and hunt. Respect it, and just roll with it. It'll be all good. And hey, check out Rec Broadheads, Buck Baits, JPO, Huntworth. You can't go wrong.
Right. Amen.
Broadheads, man, those Rec Broadheads hit hard.
Oh man, I'm smashing them with that thing this year.
Yeah, Ray got the FX4, so he's gonna try those out this year.
I'm gonna drive it right through it, and I'm gonna point. This is gonna be on video, and I'm gonna be like, "That's what's up."
I really wanted to try the FX4s, and I still might. But the 1.8 XPs, man, I've got 2 or 3 deer and a bear with them. They hit hard. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
See, those are my go-to.
I like trying everything, so I've got the XPs. We know that we both killed deer. And I'm going back. Those kind of resemble Muzzies, the X4s a little bit, but I really want to see them troll cars just right, and blast. So I'm going back to that.
Right. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. Best of luck this Sunday. Make sure that if you got some success on Sunday, that you're sharing it with us. Send us a message. You can email us at michiganoutdoorsreport@gmail.com. You can send it through there, or you can hit us up on Facebook. We'll make sure that we're sharing your success, because that's what it's really all about. It's about celebrating the outdoors and the lifestyle that we live and we love, and just sharing that passion together. So, got Dennis. Dennis, what's going on, Dennis? We know you couldn't make it. It's all good, brother. But we're going to make sure that we're sharing reports with you coming this weekend and throughout deer season. Again, we got deer camp a week from tomorrow. We can't wait for that. We're heading out to
Man.
Muskegon this year. It's
Oh.
going to be a blast. We're going to camp. We're going to hunt. We might
Eat.
fish.
Fart.
Smoke. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to eat. The 4 bathrooms there are probably going to get blown up too, but that's a whole nother live. So anyways, thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll catch you again sometime soon.
Peace
Be
out.
safe.